Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we have a project due this coming Friday, right? And hopefully you already make some good progress on that. I'm pretty sure you will have some questions, right? We have the office hour, and I think this week probably is a busy office hours. Today we're gonna continue on the advanced wall topics, right? Advanced wall topics. Primarily, we're targeting the next, actually, your term project part 2, right? That's you are going to create those exterior, right? Primarily on the wall part, right? You already did, for the interior structure part. I think the next part will be primarily on the exterior envelope, including wall, roof, and landscaping, right? We're very close. If you count your calendar, we only have, 5 weeks left, right? Before we finally wrap up this class. All right. So if you take a look, I think if you search this picture, right, and pretty much, if you search the Kiwi, it's a kind of interesting. On the Kiwi website, there's a little more detail. If you go to Kiwi website, you can see, show you this site, what's completed, right? This we saw most picture, and also they show you the other side, right? Show you the other side. You can see there's a different. This side you can see also there's a entrance over here, right? There's some canopy over here and some of those. The best way, if you want to really make sure you got everything right, is you can go there, right? It's just walking distance. Take some pictures around, right? But let's give you some more idea, right? So, as we said, our primary focus, and for the second part, is the exterior part, right? And we break down into the wall. We talked about advanced wall last time. Then today we're going to talk about more about advanced wall. Especially, we talk about curtain wall and simple family element. Okay. So today we're going to first time we're going to do some customization about family file. Okay. So this one related to today's topic is those curtain windows, and big one, smaller one, entry, right? Including the other side entry, right? Also about those vertical review, right? Vertical review. So that's what our primary focus on going to be on that. So on the curtain wall part, what in our every time I have to say, okay, the 2018 version, right? Because every year they add some little stuff, and they make some improvement. So we have 3 different type of curtain walls type, right? Of course, the first one we call curtain wall 1. Curtain wall 1 is just a simple piece of glass, right? Simple piece of glass. So then the next one, you further go to, that's what we call exterior glazing. And you can see the glazing is what? You actually add some division line, right? On a big piece of glass, right? You can see, we add some division, right? So you can look at around this one, right? Is big. If you talk about curtain one is just single glass. You talk about extrapolating, you add some division line, right? And then you add, storefront. So further, storefront is you actually further adding some frame, right? The framing parts. So mullion, right? Mullion. So you have this you can see, this is one, you can see this example, right? The mullion, the framing added. Afterward, you have these three type of curtain wall. We're also going to talk about curtain wall system. Those are the predefined, right, stuff. But sometimes, for example, if you have a curtain system such as something like this, right, then a simple tool for that will be not going to be sufficient, right? Think about it, this are just a simple piece. When you get over here, so you're getting more sophisticated, right? In this case, we also going to talk about curtain system. Right? Curtain system is a more geometrically customized shape, right? And you can see the dome for a atrium. So another concept they call embed curtain wall. So, and when you think about a case, when you try to create those, if you create this windows, it looks pretty straightforward, right? If you think about your past experience. So when we want to insert a window, we just go there, grab the window and insert it, right? Each one of them. And what about those? At the first floor, all right? And you can think about, okay, I'm going to grab a window and insert it. And then what about those, right? And so, different from you insert a window, when you draw those windows as a curtain system, I think you should do, right, this time. When you draw this as a curtain system, you treat it as a wall and embed it in another wall. For example, like this one, right? We just draw a wall first, a masonry wall, then we draw another wall, curtain wall, and we define its top and bottom constraint. So this curtain wall will embed into a masonry wall, right? Same thing for this one. So that's make our job much easier when you do something like this, right? When you do something like this, give you a lot of flexibility. Okay. Try to understand this picture, right? We talk about one single piece of glass, adding division, adding framing mullion, and this one, show you actually can divide your curtain system further, right? For example, if you want to add using curtain grid, after the division, each panel, we call it a curtain panel, right? Each panel actually is independent from each other. So which means you can modify the property of each panel without affecting the other panels, right? So that's actually a good thing, right? A good thing. You can, of course, add or remove segment, right? If you, for example, if there's no segment, if you click on the add and remove, it will add one. If there's existing division line, if you click on the add and remove, that will be removed, right? We talk about the panel. So you can actually have a nested, right? For example, first of all, we have this big piece of glass, then we divide it into panels. Then, as I said, and you can change the panel material without affecting other parts. So, for example, I can select this panel I said change this panel to a CMU. So I can change, those kind of CMU. So this one show you, you can even further put another kernel system within the panel, right? So you can create a kind of a nested structure, right? From the nested structure. All right. Those give you actually a lot of flexibility. And go further, right? You can also convert a panel into a kernel system. So you can embed a kernel system, and within another kernel system, right? That's how you can do, right? We already said that you can do some conversion. And this one shows you an example. You can also convert a panel into a door, right? Into a door. So that gives you a lot of flexibility, so you can add in stuff in the kernel system. Of course, you can merge panel. Right? You can go to merge some panels and without any difficulty. The grid line, and you can modify the size, the dimensions of the grid line, and so to give you the capability to design some of the pattern. Mullen, and you can see you have different kind of a joint Mullen, right? You have L shape, right? You have L shape and the V shape and the trapezoid, right? Trapezoid shape. So this, you can see, you have a lot of flexibility to do that, right? And we already talked about this. The last one, right, is we are going to talk about how to create a customized family, right? In the past, we already used those review, right? Remember when we added some vertical review, horizontal review, and which will be needed when we're working on this one. But the review in the library will only have like 1 brick, Y, 2 brick Y, 3 brick Y, right? But this one you can count. It's definitely much more than the 2 or 3 bricks, right? It's much wider. So in that case, how can we create our own review, right? And our own size, so we can actually add a review wider, right? That's the topic about the so-called family. So in this class, we do not go very sophisticated, topic on the family, because family alone could be very sophisticated. But the idea is pretty much the same. So we will start just with a simple part. Just talk about the profile. How can we edit a profile, right? Create a profile, simple, right? Simple. All right. That's basically what we're going to cover today, right? Now let's open your Rivet. All right, let's go to architectural templates, create a new project from scratch. Okay. So everyone with me? Open a blank file. Then you draw a wall architectural using the exterior brick on CMU. First draw a box. That's the top side. All right. Then you go to wall in. This time still click architectural, then move all the way down to the curtain wall side, right? Let's draw one of each. It's curtain wall 1, and we're going to draw as a line, right? Curtain wall 1, we're going to draw as a line, not a box, instead as a line, right? From here, right? Then we go to exterior glazing. Go from here, then we go to storefront, and here, right? And you don't have to be too accurate. It just, then you'll take a look at it, right? And all right. Yeah, that's the 3 type of curtain wall we talk about, right? Predefined, right? This is the curtain wall 1, exterior glazing, storefront, right? As we said, you can actually by adding division line to the first one, you can make the conversion to this one. You're adding boolean. On the second one, you can get a storefront, right? Get a storefront. All good? So you go click on that. No, just click on this all the way down to have 3 different type of curtain wall, right? So after that, and you get some understanding, right? If you like to, of course, you can draw a curved one, not a problem, right? If you go to low one, let's assume, we want to draw a, storefront, and I want to draw a curved one from, use a start and radius one. For example, I start from here, and with here, and with a radius like this, right? So this will give you a, you don't have to limit yourself to a straight one, right? You can have a curved one too, right? Let's embed this one, a storefront system, okay, in the south side of the wall, right? Let's go to click on that. So we're going to actually create embedded something similar as you see here, right? If you think about those are the embedded storefront, right? Or this one, right? Give you example. So let's do that. So we'll go to wall, architecture wall storefront, right? So, okay, let's first draw from here to here, right? Well, you see automatically something happened. All right, if we go here. Well, if you do not say, okay, my actual window, and just like the one in the picture, is not from the very top to the very bottom. So actually you can change the size. For example, you either define by offset, or you can simply drag this one. If you say, okay, my accuracy probably not going to be that accurate, right? Then you can change your size to make it look like this one, right? You can change, and this can go through, right? Remember, this is 2 floor high, right? This wall are 2 floor high, right? You actually go across the higher floors, right? This is 1, right? Let's do one on the east side, right? On the right-hand side. So go to level 1. Let's create another one on this side. this time we're going to use a different wall, right? We're going to use a not a storefront. Let's use exterior glazing, right? Exterior glazing. We add a exterior glazing from this point to this point. Okay. Well, you gave you a warning. They said, okay, you have a overlap, right? And it looks like the exterior glazing is a little bit different from your you can see here your exterior glazing, right? A little bit different from your storefront, right? And how are we going to do that? Actually, we need to use a called cut geometry, right? Let's do a cut geometry. Let's go to modify, cut geometry. So we first pick this wall. Say we're going to use this glazing to cut this wall, right? Then we pick the glazing, right? Now we cut it, right? Cut geometry. So if we drag this one up and down, so you can see they're very similar behavior as your storefront, right? You guys see that? Use cut geometry. Okay. And let's go to level 1 again on your left-hand side wall, right? Your west wall. Let's add a another one called curtain wall 1, right? Curtain wall 1, right? And that's a single piece of glass, right? You draw that in the middle. So what you're going to end up is similar, right? Then you go to your cut geometry. So you pick this wall, then you pick this piece of glass. Then you go there, right? You can see what happened, right? You can also, for example, make this smaller if you'd like to. So we have this, actually, you can see this big piece of glass. Well, are we in good shape? So you can see the storefront, you actually don't need to cut the opening, right? Cut geometry. Actually, the other two, you need to do the cut geometry. I believe those rules change from year to year. In the past, I think we all need to cut geometry, no matter what. But I don't know why they changed this year, make it a little bit different. But that's all right. Okay, now let's go to your east side wall. Go to east elevation. If you go to east elevation, see, this is our exterior glazing. And if you click any of this, you notice there's a 6, right? That's the dimension, right? You can see this is actually 4, 6, there's 6. What about if we make it more symmetrical, right? If we want to make it symmetrical, then we need to change what? We need to change the dimension, right? And well, if you change the dimension directly, right, I put 6 feet, so nothing gonna happen. The reason, because you see this a pin. This pin actually, just like you cannot change its property, right? So you have to unpin this one. Then you say this is 6 feet. Right? So you can change that. Of course, you can go to modify, and if you want to calculate, right? This what? This is 26 30 inch, right? 30 inch. This is a 50, right? Not 50, 72, right? 72. 72. Okay, I won't bother to calculate, but you know how to make it symmetrical, right? You can change the whatever, make it symmetrical, right? Or you can simply change this one, right, to make it a 4/6. Yeah, that's an easy one. You won't make it all the same, but instead just change this one to make, right? All right. You can also, you can also go to see this curtain grid, right? If you go to curtain grid, you actually can add a grid as you want, right? I think it's here, right? Current grid. Then you can go to add your grid. For example, I want to add a grid here. Yeah, maybe somewhere 8 feet or 7/6, right? I want to add a grid, so I can add a grid line, right? Okay, go to current grid. You can add a grid line, right? If you like to add a mullion, right? You can go to add a mullion. Right, and of course you can add there's a different, right, a gray line and a gray line segment, right? You can say, okay, I really want to add everything together. So all gray line, so add a mullion. It became a storefront, right? Storefront. All right. Let's talk about a little bit tricky part. How you're gonna just select a panel instead of the mullion line or the grid line. All right. So you're gonna use your tab key. Right. Let's select a panel of this panel. Right. Let's select this panel. If you just click on that, nothing's gonna happen. Right. If you move your cursor to the edge, you see you select something else. So use your tab key until you see this blue box showed up. Then you say, okay, that's my selection, right? You continue to hit your tab key until this panel being highlighted. All right, let's see what we can do, right? I want to go here and convert this piece into a breakout CMU. Right? What I did, right? So I want to do the same thing for this side. Use the tab key again. I want to convert that one also a breakout CMU. Right? Okay. What it looks like. All right, it should go there. Okay, that's what it looks like, right? Of course, if you delete the mullion, I think you still can. Okay, I won't bother to do that. Okay, and let's talk about something else. How can we add a door in, all right? For example, I want to add a door here, maybe a revolving door in the middle. I try to do something like that, right? So how can I actually achieve that? You can, okay, if you want to make this one, if you think you want to add a door, you're probably going to think, okay, this better to go to the bottom, right? Something you want to add a door. Okay, I want to add one door here, one revolving door in the middle, right? But before you can do that, you need to load something, right? If you go to the door now, and nothing there, right? And this door, if you click on that, you see nothing happened, right? If we move your cursor to here. If you move cursor to your regular wall, it showed up, right? You can add a door. But if you move to the cursor to the curtain wall system, nothing happened, right? That means you can add a regular door here, but you cannot add a regular door in a curtain system, right? And let's go to load family. Go to load family. Go to door family. And you probably notice they specifically have a 3 door type for door curtain wall, right? I mean, the curtain wall needs their own door, right? Their own door. So you can go select this all three, and load it. And load the store. Cannot be loaded. I probably just switch my curtain to my current system, right? You can go to the architectural. Yeah, I think now you probably can. And go back to your, say, okay, architecture wall, curtain wall, right? Curtain wall, I think now, because the door considered as part of the curtain wall system, right? Then you can go to your insert, load family. I believe this time it should be okay. Curtain wall. Right, looks like it's working. Right? Let's see if we can continue to go to load the revolving door, right? You go to load family, door. The revolving door actually in the commercial folder, right? Commercial folder. Yeah, revolving door, right? Let's pick a whatever 7x7, 7x8 revolving door. Yeah, we load all them in, right? Now, okay, let's see how we're going to add a door, right? And first of all, let's use the tab key again. Let's first select the panel, this one next to the brick one, right? And we go to use our tab key again. Right, select. Yeah, revolving door is in the commercial folder. Yeah.
What size did you use?
7x7. Yeah.
I've loaded it like 4 different times.
You have to click on curtain wall.
Hmm? Yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes. Are we good? So now if you move your cursor to here, so use the tab key until you get your this one selected, right? Sometimes you may need a little bit patient. So after you select this one now, right? You see the color change? It looks slightly blue, actually orange, not orange, purple, right? Then you go to your, click on the property part. And if you click on that, you see your door actually showed up too, right? Let's change that one to a double glass door, right? Double glass door, wall curtain wall. All right, we got one. Let's do the other side. And I'll let you do other side, right? You can add another one, for example, that should be what? Double door storefront, if you like to. All right, it seems, both sides should be a double door storefront, right? Yeah, I'm change this one to also double door storefront. Just looks more natural.
Do you have to load something to get the handles?
Nope. This one, oh, this one, you just have to make sure the door called door curtain wall double storefront.
Yeah.
You got the right door.
And I clicked on the right door, I didn't get the handles.
You didn't get a handle? That's weird. Because this handle is part of the door. You must load a different door then. Okay, then let's add the revolving door, right? Let's go to the door. Yeah, revolving door. Right. And let's go to our level 1 again. And we go to our revolving door. Alright, you can see now, get our revolving door here, closer. The portion currently will be placed on the longer exit. Okay, let's see what happened. Something might conflict with a little bit something else. Okay, let's see. Delete that. Oh, I deleted my whole thing. That's not what I want. All right, let's see. We can modify something. Okay. I think possibly this part is too narrow. So the molten part, let's see if we can get this. Okay, let's go to the other side, right? Let's go to the other this side of the wall. Have a bigger. Okay, one. All right, let's give it a try. All right. Okay. Yeah, you can add a revolving door. Afterward, you can add the frame. Right. That's probably another strategy. All right. You can see you add a revolving door. Then now you can go back to your west elevation. And for example, now I can start adding some frame, gray line, right? And now say okay. Add some gray line this way. Add some gray line this way. Add some gray line this way, right? And so add more. Add more here. All right. Okay, this probably looks better. All right. And instead of you make this fit into your frame, because sometimes they have a confliction of the molten extra one, you know. So that's why we have the air resid. By doing this, you definitely won't have that same type of confliction. Right? Of course, you can then say, okay, I select the whole thing, right? If I go here, then I go to actually my molten, right? This will be fit perfectly. All right. Okay, that shows some of the basic stuff, right? And some of the basic stuff. But at least you can start working on something, right? And I just showed you a moment ago to how to change your gray line size. So that should take care of, right? Take care of this part, right? You can add that on your level one. Level one you add more like a bigger window. On the level two you add a lot of a smaller. Right? Those smaller windows pretty much the same size. Right? It will be easier for you to compare to you adding each one of a window, because then afterward you change the gray size, right? You can see some of those gray size looks quite strange. They're not. It doesn't look like it's equal in any way, right? Okay. And this door, you guys already know, right? How to add those door, right? Because, and we said entry door there. You also have a entry door this side, right? And you know how to add those entry door now, and including those, right? Those sunshade, and you can go to Google search. For example, you want to say sunshade rivet, right? Family RFA file, right? So actually, you will have a lot of those different sunshade. You can just download that one to your library so you can use that. There's a lot of actually different sunshade. See, right? You can see there's different types. And this one, you can then use that, right? And right, something like this. Fun one online. So I'm pretty sure in past years we never have anyone have problem. Okay, that will take care of the other part. Let's see what else. Okay, curtain wall system, right? Curtain wall system. This pretty much take care of your the stuff, and in your next part of project. So let's go to curtain system. Curtain system is actually not this one, right? You go to mass and site. Yeah, it's the same curtain system, but before you use this, let's go to, you have to create a mass, right? Let's call the place mass. Go to mass and site and click on place mass. And they say no family loaded. Let's go to load that. Say OK. So we go to the massing folder. Mass, right? Mass folder. That's a bunch of in the mass folder. You can see. You click each one of those. You can see a lot of the different shape, right? And you can see, all right, all kinds of shape. Let's take the dome, right? Click on the dome. And now you can see you actually have a dome, right? If you place a dome here, right? As I say, cancel that. So you place a dome. Now we're ready to add some kind of curtain system, right? Some kind of curtain system. Let's give it a try. By the way, this dome at this moment have no material property because it's nothing, right? It's just a simple geometry. Then you can convert into anything you like to, right? But today, let's convert into a curtain system, right? Let's go to a curtain system, right? Then you're gonna select. You see this dome actually is two half, right? One side, you click on other side, then you click on the create system. All right, it did something, right? It did something for you. Of course, now if you go to your current grid again, current grid, all right, then you can see you can add more stuff over here, right? And you can also add stuff horizontally, this way, right? But if you think this part maybe, right, this part is too crowded, right, too crowded, then you can actually go here, right, and add a remove. For example, I can go to add a remove. I think this part is maybe too crowded, so I just remove this one. Remove this one. Add a remove. Right, it's one gone. I go to pick this one. Add a remove segment, right? Not just a segment, not the whole thing. All right. So now this looks better, right? Because you add those ribs, right? You add those ribs so it looks crowded on the top, so you actually remove the other part, right? And then you can say, I want to change this maybe to Mullen if I would like to. And go here. Right? Some kind of like this. All right. See, actually, this is a quite powerful software, right? And you can create a lot of stuff. But the danger is, the designer now is so easy to create all kinds of shape, and the danger is how you're going to build it is a big thing, right? And that gave a more challenge to contractors, because, oh man, this looks fancy, but how can I build it, right? That's something not only give the headache to the contractor, but also give headache to the engineer. The engineer have to, calculate all the loads, very specific shape, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we have enough fun for the curtain wall. Let's move on to talk about the review, right? The review. The review is actually a different topic when we're supposed to end. We start with 11, right? So 11 to 12:15, right? 12:15. We still have roughly 20-some minutes. Okay, I think that's good. So if you take a look at this one, right? That's something we're going to handle in the next part of the class, right? Okay. This will involve a so-called family, right? So-called family. So, so far, all the family file, we just, as a user, we never modify that, right? We never design a family file. So all the family file we load, we just load something, right? Whenever you go to the library to load something, you actually load a family file, right? But this time, let's go to open a family file. Go to File. Before we do that, okay, let's just do this. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go to our outside wall now. Okay, we want to do is we go to Wall, and remember that we have the review, right? Review switch at the very bottom. We click on the review. We add a vertical review. Right now, let's go to add a vertical review. All right. This is vertical review about. Let's click on Edit Type. So this one the default profile, right? Your review actually have a profile, right? The default profile is one brick, all right? Is one brick. So we kind of this is the one brick review. Let's go to duplicate this one. Duplicate this one. Call review 3 brick, right? 3 bricks. Let's click on OK. Then let's go to change the profile to 3 bricks. Review brick course 3 bricks. Right? We match the name with this review type, right? Let's click on OK. So our next review we want to do is we want to actually do a 3 brick review instead of 1 brick, right? We can go to 3 bricks now this time, right? So then we add that 3 brick review. All right, and oh sorry, I think the first one we should change to 1 brick review, all right? Let's go to change this one to go to edit type, then go to duplicate this one. We call this one review 1 brick. And the profile should be not a default, right? I saw the default is 1 brick. Actually, default should be review course 1 brick, right? So you can see the different, right? The size of the review, we changed from 1 to 3 because we changed the profile, right, to a wider profile, right? But if you go here, you may think about, can we get another profile wider, as wide as this window, right? Because that's how wide of your review, right? So at least from now, the profile doesn't have a. Let's assume this is 2 feet 4-inch window, right? That's about 28-inch, right? And definitely in our existing profile, no matter what you see, right? And for example, you go to your review profile, right? If you go to edit whatever, right? The default, you only have a very limited number of profile you can use, right? So our next job is we're gonna create a 28-inch profile, right? So we can create those review as wide as 28-inch, right? Let's go to File, Open Family. This time we're not Open Project, instead we go to Open Family. And then you go to the Profile folder. There's profiles, right? We go to the profile folder because we're working on the wall review profile, so we go to the wall folder again. All right, so from there you see a wall review, actually review brick, right? Review brick course. Do you have one? So review brick course, right? Let's open that one. Review brick course, open. Okay, on the review brick course, you go to click on the family type. Over there, you see there's a icon, right? Underneath the create, there's an icon there, right? Click on that. Okay, your file probably doesn't have, if I delete this one. Oops, I should delete more. So let's go here, right? Delete my current one. Fine. So yours should have 3 type of family type. 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 brick, right? That's when we saw a moment ago, right? When we had 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 brick, right? What happened is your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, your 1, 2, 3 bricks. This one should be number of bricks, right, and whatever, right? And in your formula, right, you probably see number of bricks, right, times something, right? You go to number of bricks, right, and times brick, I think it's a brick height, times brick height. I think that's probably what you have now, right? Yeah. Pretty much the same for every brick, right? So that's why you have those. This formula actually take care of those, right? You can see when you have the 1 brick, kind of smaller, right? You see that getting smaller the shape. When you have 2 bricks, you get a little bit bigger, right? When you have 3 bricks, getting a little bit more, right? So basically, you can see for this family, right, we need a bigger one, right? We need a bigger one. So by doing that, we're actually going to create a new, right? We're going to create a new, you go to new type. You call this one 28 inch, right? You give a new name. But in reality, this should also reflect into this one instead of a height, because this one have nothing to do with the brick size anymore, right? We just want to have a 28 inch, same size as the window, right? So we have this one now. We have a 28 inch profile. So we say, okay, we save this one. Let's just save it as a new family called review, not a brick course, we call fix, right? Review fixed number, right? Because fixed number. So actually, because we use fixed number instead of, right? Let's load this one into project and close, right? Let's load this one into our project and close. So load into our project. Now let's go back to our review again. This time, let's go to architecture, wall review, and vertical review. So let's go to pick our, okay. Let's go here, right? Let's do a edit type, because go to edit type, let's call duplicate. Let's call this one review. Instead of 3 bricks, we call 28. Review 28 inch, right? We create a new review called review 28 inch. Say OK. And the profile should be the 28 inch, right? Review fixed number 28 inch, right? Say OK. Now you can see when we go here, right? We have a much wider review. You guys got it? So the procedure may be a little bit, need to take a little bit deeper think, right? Let's just go back, think about the procedure, right? The procedure is, first of all, we go to open a review family. Basically, we want to create a new, right, review family, right? We use the existing one. We modify the size of the review. Then we save the review family called fixed number. This family is what? Is a profile family, right? It's not a review type, right? It's just a profile family, right? We save this as a profile family called fixed number, right? And we load this one, this profile into our project. We load it into our project, right? Then we go to create a new review, because that's where we go, right? We go to there, right? We create a duplicate one, right? We create a new review. This is the new review. Use the profile we just created, right? You have to use the profile we just created. Right? We call 28-inch review because the size of the review defined by the profile, right? So that's why you get that 28-inch profile, right? Right? Then afterward, you can add this review, right? And to anywhere on the wall, right? And if you go further, right? If we go back to open that same family, we go back to the one in your profile family, right? Let's see that should be wall profile. You can see the review we call fixed number. And okay, you can also see there's some of the property we didn't modify, but you can, because, for example, insert into wall. That means how big that review you want to go, right? And by default is 1 inch, of course. And if you take a look your drawing in detail, if your drawing says ½ inch, you change this one to ½ inch, right? If it's 1½ inch, you go back change this one to 1½ inch, right? There's a couple parameters you can modify to match on your drawing set, right? So okay, that's one thing, right? What about the sill, right? We talk about this is actually a review, is a void, right? What about the sweep, right? The sweep is actually a solid. You can pretty much do the same thing, right? Let's open a solid one, right? Let's go to File, Open Family. We go to same profile folder, and we go to wall profile. Then you probably see a seal, right? Called precast seal, right? We say open. Okay, that's what the seal looks like. Let's just save this one as a new name. We call, before we mess up stuff, right? We call this one. We call seal precast new, right? Or call precast 1, right? So still precast 1, save. And if you go here, and you can also see, right, general, the width, whatever, the height, and it doesn't have the formula. But if you want to, of course, you can add something. But let's do this. We actually can modify the profile ourselves, right? Say just now, let's do that, and let's see if there anything interesting. Window sill profile, right? All right, and it looks like this one looks a little bit better, right? You guys see this? All right. This one gives you a slightly better shape, better looking, some kind of like this, right? And let's try to modify ours to match something like this one, right? So what we can do is we go, right? We can actually go to draw stuff, go to create, we go to line, and let's see, first we have a bow nose, right? Yeah, we can do a bow nose first. You may need a couple of reference line, right? Let's see, line, create. Okay, and I'll do this. I'll do 1. Oh, so that's not what I want. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I want to go to. Okay, I want to go use this one, right? Start and radius. So this way I can start from here and from here, radius, right? This gave me a bow nose, right? Then I can maybe drag this one a little bit longer to connect to my bow nose, right? What's the shape of the other one? Okay, then you have actually another one that go this way, right? So you can definitely go further. Another line, right? And let me think about this way. Can I go another way? 1, 2. Right, okay. Maybe not exactly, but doesn't look bad, right? So I can add another line maybe here. Right, then I probably can delete some of those unnecessary lines, right? Delete and trim off some of those, make sure cleaner. Right. Oops. Further trim off. What I just want to show you is you can actually get some more interesting profile, so you don't have to follow exactly the same one, right? All right, we can save this one. We call this still precast 1, right? Then we can say loading project and then close, right? And now we're back to our project again. So if we go to architecture, wall, sweep, right? And of course, you have a bunch of sweep, and you can load family, right? You can actually load family, right? You can load family and call sweep family, right? Go to profile, or profile, right? You have the seal precast. You also have a seal precast 1 now, and you can load both. All right, existing. Now you can actually go to your sweep, right? And this is supposed to be horizontal, right? Okay, you can see wall sweep. Now you can go here to do the same thing, right? You go to duplicate, call this one seal 1, right? Then you go to the profile part, you go to load your seal 1, right? And seal 1, 5-inch. Say OK. The material, of course, you can define that, right? Now, what you can see is, for example, now, right? Do you see that? The seal you actually created, right? Make sense? So, same, right? First of all, you go to create a new profile, right? You come back, you create a new type, right? And you load that new profile, so you have a new element, right? So, I hope this gave you some kind of idea about how you relate it. You customize your family file, and then you can create some customized element, right? I'll stop recording here. So if you couldn't follow me exactly, you can also watch the video, right?